like I said before, this is a family. With every other club, every other organization, you know, in college, if you notice, you know, a lot of those people, they come and they go. You know, it's just more of an in and out thing. You know, I just want to be a part of something. Okay, I'm whoop-de-whoop, I'm out. You'll never see that person again. With this, you have all of these guys together. We get to know that person. How can I get to know Caleb? You know, how can I get to know him on a personal level? How can I get someone, if I'm caught in a jam, who can I call that would, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, will help me out? How can I depend on that person if I'm failing a class? Who in this room will help me out and say, you know, damn, I need, you know, someone to study with. I'm failing this class. You know, Dave, you know stuff, you know something in there? Yes, I do. You'll help me out with that. This is more of a, this is a family. You know, this is not a come and go thing. You know, when you're in, you're in. You know, I even put it in mafia terms. When you're in, you're in. You can't get out. You know, I hit you with the Don Corleone. You know, I give you an offer you can't refuse. You know, when you're in, you know, we all grow to love each other, and we always stick behind each other. You know, as long as we live, because we come to understand that I need someone, you know, I can depend on. Right. You know, friends, they come and go. Brothers, they stay.
Nail on the head right there, man. Nail on the head, man. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. Now we're gonna stir the pot a little bit, and I'm gonna ask you guys this question: what do you think? Because I think it's becoming more and more prevalent, especially in this country. What do you guys think the real big difference is right now between racism and classism?
Can you define classism?
Like, so not looking at somebody and saying, "Oh well, he's white, I'm not gonna deal with him," but looking at him and saying, "Oh well, he's poor, I'm not gonna deal with him. Oh well, he's rich, I can't deal with him." You know what I'm saying? Because some people feel like they weren't born at a certain level, so they're stuck at the level that they're at. And I think we got to destroy that thought process. We got to destroy that thought process of, okay, well, this is just how it's gonna be for me. I can't better myself. So,
I would say racism is still a bigger issue than classism, because a rich white man will hire a poor white man over a black middle class or wealthy man because of race. And it's not right, shouldn't be that way, but that's something you run into a lot of times. It's a hard thing. I mean, as individuals here in this room, we can definitely think of thousands of ways that it can be touched up or fixed any differently. But I can only look through my eyes and the influence that I have on, like Dave was saying, the brotherhood here. When you go out there into the bigger scheme of things, into the world, it's like an individual thing. You hope that everybody, they're not racist, or they're not looking at your class. They're looking at you as a person.
exactly.
But it's a sad thing. People look at that either characteristic before they make any type of judgment on what you can do for them or what kind of person you are.
Well, as far as racism and classism, I think they both have a negative effect. You know, as far on us in particular, because I mean the racist effect, like I said, we are a minority. You know, so we have people that are racist that are in power that look at us a certain way. But us ourselves, we are guilty of classism, because if we feel like we've reached a certain level, then we feel like we don't have the responsibility to go back into the hood, you know what I'm saying, into the ghetto or the projects or the trailer parks, wherever you come from. We feel like we don't have a responsibility to go back, you know what I'm saying, and talk to those people and mingle and mix, you know what I'm saying, and try to, you know, boost them around and show them, okay, look, I was here too, you know what I'm saying, and this, you don't have to follow the same route and go to jail or to cell, you know what I'm saying, you can come out of it, you know what I'm saying, and you can still go back, you know what I'm saying, and hang with your people and be good, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to sell though, just because you hang there don't mean you have to be that type of person, you know what I'm saying. So I think that, I say we're all guilty of some aspect of everything. I pride myself on going back, you know what I'm saying, to my neighborhood, or I'm in Rome now, I go to East Rome or whatever, you know, and I got one partner over there. I don't go all the way around, but I got one partner who live over there that I'm working with. He know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I pride myself on going back, you know what I'm saying, and trying to influence people who don't have GEDs, who didn't graduate high school, who got felonies or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to keep them motivated, keep them from being, you know, in the streets and getting locked up and stuff like that, you know? So,
I commend you for that too, man, because that's a big step. It definitely comes down to, I think, for some reason, we get it built up in our head, oh, I'm better than that now. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not up to me to do it, and it is up to us, because if we don't look out for ourselves, ain't nobody gonna do it. I mean, we done seen that for decades. We've seen that for a multitude of years, and it just comes down to, when you talk about something like classism, I think it's to me, it's even worse than racism, because a person that got to that higher class now, you know where you came from.
mhm.
So for you to look down at a person that's at that place now, it's like you almost disrespecting yourself. Because how many times have you done that to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like you looking back at somebody that's in a position that you might have been a year ago, and now you looking down on them like they can't come out of it, but you came out of it. So why not bring that person up with you, rather than try to step on them? And the racism aspect of it, it's intriguing to me, because it seems like it's changing with the youth. I'm seeing it the younger generation, they don't see it as much. It's not as strong, it's not as black and white with them. It's a gray area there now. And it's like they're starting to build on it, but at the same time, my generation, I know my generation is we still got it in us. We're different around certain people. You know, we feel like we have to act a certain way, speak a certain way around certain people. And it's a shame to see, but it's just something that I believe we just gotta keep rising up against. That's the only way we're gonna be able to crush it, is to just face it head on, because there's no way that you can run from it. You're gonna see different people wherever you go.